At the number 3 spot, we have Unforgiven. I know you have a lot of reasons why this is a good pay-per-view, so...
Yes, I do.
You do.
But I know you want to mention one match that sticks out to
Edge
you.
versus Cena, that's about it. You more picked this over me as well, because
Yeah.
I don't...
The next pay-per-view, though, you probably picked more than
yeah,
over me.
because I love this next pay-per-view.
The next
It's one of my
pay-per-view.
favourite. But...
Before anyone asks, this was fair. We both discussed which ones we wanted in there. It's not necessarily just the fact that the matches, just the logos are pretty cool for a lot of these pay-per-views,
Yeah, and
especially
also,
ones like Unforgiven.
I think these would suit coming back as well.
Yeah. But you can watch them all on the WWE Network for only $9.99 a month. That's a bargain, that is. Just think about that. Just let that sink in for a sec, because
Really?
I have yeah, really.
Really?
I mean it.
Okay.
Anyway, another match that sticks out to me is a triple threat match between the Great Khali, Rey Mysterio, and Batista for the world title. Dill has seen the match.
Yeah, I can't remember.
He has seen the match. I remember the match quite well off the top of my head. Batista came out with a win. There was a tag team match in 2007 as well, featuring Matt Hardy and MVP teaming up against Deuce and Domino. That was a good match, even though there's not a lot of star power. With no disrespect to any of the guys involved, just it's not as much star power as say the other match that took place that night, Undertaker's return versus Mark Henry.
Yeah.
They weren't really household names, but they put on a good match. Unforgiven. I all in all,
I drew blank on Unforgiven.
it's a good pay-per-view. I enjoyed Unforgiven. Unforgiven's a really good
I just
pay-per-view.
think it would suit coming back.
Yeah, a one-off. These are basically ones we think should have a one-off.
Although I think this next one should be a timely fitting for the network.
The next one pretty much screams WWE Network, and I'm surprised they got rid of it.
Yeah, for network.
But yeah, Unforgiven, another great pay-per-view. As we said, we're not just judging this on matches. We're judging on how cool the logo looks and how cool some of the old arenas looked. And some of the old arenas looked awesome, and Unforgiven takes the number 3 spot. And taking the number 2 spot is a pay-per-view which pretty much personifies what the network's all about. Cyber Sunday. Now, Dill, you're going to take it away from this. You know a lot of matches from 2007's edition.
Yeah, there's, which is probably my favourite one. There's Shawn Michaels versus Randy Orton.
Yeah.
You got that match.
Really good match.
You got my personal favourite of them. Ray versus... Finlay.
Wasn't it in a stretcher?
Yeah, stretcher match.
Yeah.
Ray, I believe, won. I can't...
Yeah, Ray did win the stretcher match.
I think Ray won the stretcher match. For the life of me, I can't remember. I'm going to watch it when I get home now.
Ray won the stretcher match.
When I get a chance, I will watch it
Another
again.
one, Undertaker versus Batista with Austin as the ref.
Yeah, that was great. There was, from a different one, I believe, John Cena, Bobby Lashley in there. No, Big Show.
Yeah, Big Show and King Booker. Yeah, a triple threat match for the champion and champions.
I just think the network...
Before we go anywhere else,
yeah.
the WWE Network is available for $9.99. You know, if you didn't hear it the first time,
if you haven't heard it,
say it again.
The 100 quadruple times they've said it.
Yeah. Anyway, but this would go with the network. All joking aside, this would seriously go with the network.
Yeah,
this would really go for what they're looking for.
Because they could literally go, if you're watching this on the network right now,
just vote.
We have a page open for you to vote now.
Yeah.
And I think it would work mostly if, like that YouTube thing they do on the iPad, if you've got an iPad and you can swipe down and it's in the corner of the screen. Yeah. I think if the network did something like that and you can still watch and you're voting, I think that would be great. And also Taboo Tuesday would work just as well, but Cyber Sunday takes the...
Obviously they would have to do Cyber Sunday because the pay-per-views are always on a Sunday now, not a Tuesday. Taboo Tuesday is pretty much the same concept.
Yeah.
But yeah, and I have to do a special shout out to one of my favorite all-time matches at Cyber Sunday, which is Rated RKO versus D-Generation X, Eric Bischoff, special guest referee. Awesome match, great match. If you haven't seen it, you can go watch it. And I'm not going to say go watch it on the network. I'm going to say you watch it however you want.
Yes.
Look for it on YouTube. Buy a DVD. Or you can, go on the network.
You don't have to watch it on the network.
Yeah, but just saying, it kind of suits if you watch it on the network.
Yeah, sure.
Anyway, going on to the number 1 pick.
And number 1 is obviously going to be Backlash, as you've seen it on your screen right now. Backlash. Could I go first?
By all means.
My Probably my favourite pay-per-view apart from Royal Rumble.
You won't hear any arguments from me on
Yeah, because Jesse had so many great matches and all that. And I'm not going to go into... Jack will go into the matches a lot more. The thing I want to talk about for me is I think it'll suit really well because Backlash is after WrestleMania.
You said exactly what I was going to say.
Yeah, after WrestleMania.
It's the backlash of WrestleMania.
Yeah, and I thought it was always so important to have that.
Yeah.
So you could see what happened after it and the next pay-per-view.
Basically the rematches of what happened.
And sometimes the rematches are better, because I can remember Jeff Hardy versus Matt Hardy was almost just as good as the
original match that took place at 25.
I love the 25 match, but
then Jericho took on Ricky Steamboat.
Yeah, and that was really good.
That was a really good match.
Who won that
Steamboat still got it. I think Jericho won it. Don't hold me on that because I'm not sure. And there's been a couple, two off the top of my head of the most incredible moments when Hogan came back and won the Undisputed title. A lot of people don't like Hogan, but I'm personally seeing it from a standpoint of a Hulkamaniac fan.
Yeah.
How important must that have been to come back and defeat the champ at the time, it was Triple H. And there was a good story behind that because Triple H was always going into detail about he has to destroy his childhood hero and stuff like that. Off the top of my head, I say off the top of my head because we didn't write anything down for this, did we? We just went into this. A fatal four-way match between John Cena, Shawn Michaels, Randy Orton, and Edge for the WWE title. Undertaker versus Batista in the last man standing match, and that match ended by Batista spearing Undertaker off the stage, and then all the set fell down. And Dill has something to say about why he likes the set so much.
At the first ever Backlash, there was probably one of the greatest entrances I've ever seen with the, I don't know how to describe it really, but the spikes that come off of the
sides,
logo,
the
swinging spikes were there at the entrance. I thought it was always cool to see the superstars walk out in them on swinging spikes and all that. It was far enough, it was safe, but at the same time it was so cool.
Yeah, just to probably recap, there was another moment when Cena went against Edge, and I think another last man standing match, and that was in 2009. Big Show chokeslam Cena into the light, the stage light.
Yeah, I can remember that.
But I think the real reason we picked Backlash is because Backlash is, as the name goes, it's the backlash of what happened at WrestleMania.
And I don't get why they got rid of it, because it's really
relevant. I know they had to move on, and the only thing is, Extreme Rules works in one way, but it's not, WWE is not extreme enough, obviously, to add blood, and they did have the fire table, I will give them credit for that. It was a good fire table, obviously they couldn't go too extreme.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think Backlash should have never got replaced with Extreme Rules, because I think Extreme Rules should have been the one-off, because Extreme Rules was originally One Night Stand, and I'm surprised we didn't put One Night Stand on you. Yeah. But my problem is with One Night Stand, I always remember it as ECW One Night Stand, not WWE. One Night Stand, not WWE One Night Stand, or WWE Extreme Rules One Night Stand.
Yeah.
But yeah, just to wrap up, Backlash is the pay-per-view we hope WWE one day will bring back. Cyber Sunday, though, I think Cyber Sunday's probably got a better chance.
Yeah, Cyber Sunday is definitely the most relevant. And I won't complain if it does come, because...
Well, any six of these if they come back.
Yeah, when the network does come to... Because obviously we're
in the UK still...
When it does come to us, I think I'm going to be on that. Not all the time, but I am going to be on it.
Yeah.
Quite a bit, because obviously so many things you can watch on there, all this, that and the other. But, with Cyber Sunday, if that came out on the network, I would love it.
It would work really well. Maybe that could be, they could stop putting it on pay-per-view and maybe just, completely direct everything towards Cyber Sunday on the network.
I think that would be quite unfair to
the people who still don't have the network. But anyway, to wrap it up, Backlash is the one we want to see the most, but as we said, any of these six would be great, or the other five I should say. If you've enjoyed this video and would like to see more top 5s, top 6s, top 10s, please leave a comment down in the comment section below. Enjoy the rest of our videos and subscribe.